that subscribe button and let's jump in straight into today's video. Now, I would be looking at some critical charts, and these charts I would be sharing with you. I am yet to come across this information being shared on YouTube. Now, and I do not know if other traders may have stumbled across this particular information, but I just wish to share this for educational purposes. Okay, now let's take a look at the charts right now. Yesterday, I gave a word of caution. Okay, I said Bitcoin is gonna pump, but there is a need for one to be cautious, mostly as many persons that are trading up. I gave this admonition in the premium group as at yesterday morning, and this morning, Bitcoin has actually pumped to 25,800. Now, in this particular channel, we do things the opposite. When I say we do things the opposite, I do not mean we trade against the trend. No. Because trading against the trend, like if Bitcoin is programmed to go up and you're trading down, you're only going to lose money. If Bitcoin is programmed to go down and you're trading up, you would lose money because you're trading in the opposite. But when you trade in accordance with the trend, you would profit at the long run. And this is why I said we do things in the opposite way. Opposite way there simply means that most of the analysis that we give here, you can't find this analysis out there very easily, because a whole lot of persons are always talking about Bitcoin and giving their analysis in the wrong direction. Now, for a couple of months now, or a couple of weeks now, we on this channel have been in the opinion that Bitcoin is about having a crash. But so many persons out there that are into crypto, they're simply claiming that Bitcoin is already in a bull run. They're claiming we're already in a bull run, that Bitcoin is going to get to 30K, 40K, some are even saying 50K. Some are advising their followers to trade, buy more tokens and all that. But here we have been in the other side of the road, talking about the dump of Bitcoin, warning that the pump that is being seen is a fake one. Okay, so this explains why I said we do things in the opposite, because what you want to hear may not be what we will tell you. A lot of people want to hear that, oh, Bitcoin is pumping to this and this and that and that and that, but we may not, you may hardly hear this from us. Okay, we tell you only the facts from the charts. So right now I would be sharing this chart with you all so that you can understand what I mean. Now, this is the crypto total market cap. Okay, and I want us to take a look at some critical points in this chart. Now, when the whole crypto total market cap for the altcoins came up here and touched this level, this was on the 15th of August 2022. What happened? It crashed down, and this was when it left this level, came up here, had a resistance here, and then came crashing down again and took this as a level of support. And mind you, when this chart here came crashing down, it also took this same area here as a strong level of support. Came up here, had a crash down to this particular level, had a rebound, encountered a resistance, came crashing down still to this same line of support. The same line of support here is the same line of support here that you see. Then it had another little pump, had a little resistance, came crashing down again to this same line of support. Okay, and then we had a rebound, and then it encountered this line as a form of resistance, and then came crashing down, took this 50 MA as a line of support, and then it's now on its way to this line again. And now, if I would give my honest opinion, guys, this particular line here is a strong level of resistance, and from all indications, this is where we are heading. So this is my honest and bold prediction. If this charts gets to this line here, this is the best time to short some altcoins. Okay, so if you need these altcoins, you can contact my premium channel. You would gain advice and you would make good gains if you're patient. Okay, because you don't rush this. Like I said, if you rush crypto, you end up getting your fingers burnt. So in my own opinion, the pump of Bitcoin is taking this chart to touch this range. So even if you see Bitcoin pump to a very high price, do not get carried away, because it is simply taking this particular chart into this level here. Okay, and when it gets to this level, surely there would be a rejection that would end up bringing us down to this point, guys, at the long run. And when it gets to this point, this is one of the best levels to begin buying into the market. And even if the market dips further, it is still another great opportunity to become rich through this. Okay, so I need you guys to follow me, follow my updates, join my premium channels, and you would get the best crypto advice that you would hardly see out there. Now let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at the stochastic RSI. Now if you take a look at this, let's map out the what I'm seeing here. If you take a look at this, guys, now you would observe that this has been a level of support and resistance. Okay, the RSI came up here, had a rebound, took down, came down here, it has a resistance here, came down here, it came up here as well, had a resistance, came down, and then shoot up. Now I want us to take note of this, guys. It came up here, and as soon as it touched this white line, this top here also encountered this form of resistance, and then we came crashing down. And now you can see that we are heading towards this white line again. And as we are heading towards this white line, we are also heading to this same line as well, and there's a very high possibility that we would come crashing down. Now I do not believe that we are going to break this line of resistance for now, and I'm going to bring out some charts to prove this to you, why I feel we would not break this line of resistance. Okay, I do not think we would break this line of resistance, because Bitcoin does not have that capacity to inject in much momentum to break this line of resistance yet. But rather, in my own opinion, I think if we break this line of resistance, then it would usher us into a very strong bull run. Okay, which I do not see playing out at the moment. Let's take the measurements and see the last time that we had this line as a form of resistance. How many days now? Now we have been in this range for the past 201 days, guys. We have been battling with this line. Okay, so it's going to take a whole lot of momentum for Bitcoin to force this breakout out of this region. Okay, so this is what I want you all to understand. And also, if you take a look at the RSI, it's looking like it's about having a bend. Okay, so things are not really getting very pretty. And this chart here has the capacity of dumping the whole market down by more than 50%, guys. So you need to be extremely careful. Okay, this chart here is not a chart you joke with. You see that by 27.81%. If this 27.81% occurs, guys, it is a very dangerous position for people trading long. Okay, because you're going to lose a whole lot of money trading altcoins. So you need to be very careful, because the position we find ourselves in isn't a very good position at all. So let's head over to the next charts. I would like to share the next charts with you so that you would understand, as many of you that are following can understand. All right, guys, so now I just want to point out something very critical here. Okay, this is the Bitcoin 2 days charts, and now if you observe, we have not broken out of this line. Now I need you all to understand this line, this white line here, is a very strong level of resistance, because we had this resistance here, we also had this resistance here as well, and we had this as a form of support here. Now if we calculate the number of days that we've been in this range till now, it gives us 307 days. So for 307 days, guys, we have battled with this form of resistance. And now some persons may say, oh, we see Bitcoin pumping to 28k, 27k. Now the truth is this: Bitcoin is yet to beat the 200 EMA. So no matter the pump you see, until this pump is able to break out of this region, and not just breaking out of this region, it has a rebound and has multiple confirmations, this is when you would be sure that we are out of the woods. But right now, despite the pump you see, based on the facts from this chart, it is clearly evident that Bitcoin is at its extreme. Okay, and let me prove this to you. Now take a look at this chart here. When Bitcoin pumped and touched this same line of resistance, okay, it even exceeded, okay, and this was the illusion that was created because a whole lot of persons said, oh, we are heading to 50k. Look at this, guys. It had a pump, exceeded this region, and this was on the 28th of March 2022. It exceeded this region. Another candlestick even formed a bit above here, and then what happened? It came crashing down. Now if you check here, the same thing, it had this same line as a form of support, okay, and when the support was not strong, it broke down, and that's what led to a dump. Now if you fast forward over to this same place, you would observe that on the month of June, in the month of July 2021, it still had this same line as a form of resistance. Okay, so we've had this line as a form of resistance here. We've had this line as a form of resistance here again, but it was broken down. And then we had it, as a form of support. And then we had it as a form of resistance. And what do you have now, guys? It has come crashing down. It came crashing down rather. And right now, if you observe, we are still battling with the same line. So in my own opinion, we need to be very careful because Bitcoin at any time can come crashing down. The pump you see notwithstanding, guys. So this is what I want to point. These are the notes these are the points I need you to take note of. And also if you check here, at the same time, we do not have a very good pattern forming at all because this is a bearish divergence. No dispute about that, guys. This is a bearish divergence. Okay, so we need to be very careful, and already we can see that Bitcoin is already, the RSI is already taking a shape. Okay, so guys, I need you to be careful. There are other charts I would have shared with you, but because of time, I would not do so. But please make do with what you have and just adhere to the instructions given to you, because I do not see Bitcoin in a bullish state. I still see it in a weak state, the pump notwithstanding. The only way this can be nullified is if the RSI should take out the level of this other RSI, which is around 80. Okay, it's around the 80th level. If the RSI can take out this level, then this is when this dump I see forming would be nulled. Okay, but for the time being, the odds are in the favor of the bears. No matter what you see right now, the odds are in the favor of the bears. Not until we are out of here. Not until there are multiple confirmations. You do not guess when you trade crypto. You do not follow what you see with your eyes. Okay, it's only the novice and the inexperienced that only look at the price. Right now you see it at 25,800. You say, oh, it's pumping, it's this, it's that, 30k. No, if you are very good and skillful with the charts, you would discover more information out of the charts than just the prices you see. Okay, so there is a need for one to exercise caution. Kindly follow me, subscribe to my channel. You would get good updates like this that would end up placing money in your hands if you're patient. So thank you, everyone. Good day to you all. This is the Crypto Prophet, and I wish you a happy weekend. Thank you.